This week on Retrospect, we travel back to the year 1997 for a look into political signs being removed.
Election fever is in the air and usually on your lawn or down your street. But this week, the colorful pageantry of campaign signs has vanished, leaving parties looking for answers.
All of us who are working on the sign crew, and that's about half a dozen of us here in Lloyd, were surprised, annoyed, and then just a little bit pissed off when we realized 300 signs had suddenly vanished overnight.
Volunteer crews for local candidates were out all day Sunday making a final push to get their signs out. By 11 o'clock the next morning, hundreds of them were in the landfill. And the culprits responsible, Lloydminster city workers.
We'll tolerate political signs, we'll tolerate religious signs to a degree on the boulevards, provided they're not on the center medians of Highway 16 or 17. Our crews were out trying to do weed control, fertilization, and grass cutting. They were advised to pick up the signs. However, they went too far in actually picking them up and taking them to the landfill.
Almost every patch of grass and busy intersection becomes a prime target for the colorful signs. However, they've become a rare sight in Lloydminster, as everywhere you look, the party advertising has disappeared. Most local candidates are quite upset, but they say it's too late. The damage has been done, with the election only days away.
$100 plus signs, the big 4x8 ones, we're totally out of. So we'll put some more out, but it won't have anything near the impact everyone planned it to have.
That it's our democratic right, to display signs and to be consulted even to take them down or put them on the side. That's a federal offense to remove signs like that.
Gillis even went out to the dump to have a look for herself.
There's a lot of money involved, a lot of time, volunteer time. And I think that that has to be acknowledged, and you just can't get away with this sort of thing.
It's a matter of replacing those signs at this short a notice.
Herman says they have spoken to the local returning officer about the problem.
Actually recommended that we should notify the RCMP and take action. Now, whether we're going to do that or not, I don't know, but certainly I think there's good cause for us to make a claim.
Our intent was to clean up the city, do weed control. There is the summer games coming, and some of the weather has put them behind. And like I said, we went too far, irregardless of the threats of legal action, that type of stuff. The damage is done, it's over.
The city apologizes to the local candidates for their mistake. And parties, although disappointed that their hard work is now only being seen by these birds, don't feel their chances on June 2nd will suffer because of it. Julie Matthews, NewsHour.
Next, we jump forward to the year 2000 for a look into the construction of City Hall and the Lloydminster election.
Tom Lysick is a busy man, not only with tomorrow's civic election, but in preparing for the big move to the new City Hall in just over 1 week's time. Construction crews continue to put the finishing touches on the new Lloydminster City Hall, and with the clock ticking, they will need to be done by the end of next week.
We know we're trying to move two buildings into one, and there's some logistic things that are in our way, but we expect to get in there and start working on smoothing them out, and then we hope that the public will come and see us.
And Tom Lysick is hoping a lot of Border City residents visit the ballot box Wednesday, though some concerns have been expressed by voters who want to make a minimum number of X's, the fear being that ballots may be spoiled.
All of those votes will be counted, even if you only mark one for one person. And we've had those comments from a number of people that have either phoned in or have dropped in and stuff. Why, I don't know, but it's something I'd like to remind people that you're only expected to vote for the people you want to vote, up to the maximum allotted number.
As last week's turnout at the All Candidates Forum proved, there does seem to be a lot of interest in the Lloydminster election, and city officials are expecting a lot of people at the polls.
I take my numbers from the advance poll, and they're roughly double what they were the last general election, and I'm kind of expecting a fairly healthy turnout.
As in past years, polling will run from 10 in the morning until 8 in the evening. And a reminder to voters, there are 2 new polling areas in the southwest corner of the city. If you are unsure of where to cast your ballot, simply consult the local newspapers for the maps. For NewsHour, I'm Michael Higgins.
And that's all for this week of Retrospect.
Retrospect is brought to you by Webb's Machinery. Find New Holland products at Webb's Machinery, your dealer in Vermilion, Vegreville, Lamont, Wainwright, St. Paul, and Consort.